one. Okay, so Shannon Sharpe. Oh my God, this is a very sensitive topic, so we have to watch the words that we say. So there's a young lady. What is her name?
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I mean, the name ain't really important.
yeah, but she says that he SA'd her. The name is kind of important. But she said that.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I'm just talking about the seriousness of the
she said that
situation.
he SA'd her, and she played like conversations that they've had, and
And a lot, text messages
were released. She was 19 at the time, and at the time he was 343. But how old was he? He was 54, right?
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
54 at the time.
343 is such a specific number. I can't.
Yeah, so he was an old man with a young girl. I mean,
very old man.
Yeah, and she was like a real bunny, like a real like. She was a OnlyFans girl.
Okay.
She looked 19. You know what I'm saying? And you know when them little young girls try to pose, like they try to. And look, she was a Caucasian female, and she was very much. She reminded me of Bynes from
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes, like when Amanda Bynes was hot. She was like what Amanda. Shouldn't say that. Damn, I said Amanda Bynes was hot. She reminded me when Amanda Bynes was prettier. Like when she was younger, because I saw like him. Oh my God, I should have never said. But she reminded me of a prettier Amanda Bynes. But she was, but maybe I should shut up. But she was like a pretty Amanda Bynes, and he, the conversations, listen to conversations. All right, I'm gonna say what I gotta say about it.
You been saying what you gotta say.
No, what I hear in the conversations, and I'm not about to bash this guy. Like, listen to the conversation. I don't know, and I don't want to victim blame or anything. It just sounds like how people talk to each other. Like that was their relationship. Like. It didn't. I know you're gonna disagree with me, but the conversation, she was like, "You're not going to choke me," and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna choke you." But they said they have had these type of where they into what's it called, SMMB, BDSM or whatever, or BBD. Boys, because you do
BDSM?
that. Yeah, he know it. Yeah, because he do that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he think he cultural.
He was trying to put him out.
Yeah, he be with them girls down in leather. Him and these. But he's.
I don't pay him no attention. I don't give energy to stuff that's not true. So. The conversation, they sound like this how they talk to each other. And she's like, "You're not gonna choke me," and he's like, "Yeah, big black guy with big black, yeah, he's gonna choke you. You gonna see." And then she like, "But you're not. I didn't want." He like, "Yeah, big black country, gonna cook you." And she probably on the phone like laughing. She probably got her friends listening, like, listen to this dude I'm about to rob and get a whole bunch of money.
Oh
and he
my
like,
gosh.
yeah. And he probably be like, "Yeah, Ochi, listen to her." And he up there, Ochi like, "That's funny as hell, dude." But go ahead. What?
No, I'll let. If you have anything to say.
I really don't, because I haven't heard the audio. Like
Okay.
I didn't even know this was. I don't watch TV, y'all.
Okay.
I didn't even know this was a
All
situation.
right, so
For real.
So this is what I have to say. I don't want to victim blame, and I don't want to condemn anybody. So my thing is, like I always say on this show, if you are guilty of these crimes, then you need to
Go to jail.
serve, deal with the consequences.
Yes.
Consequences.
At some point, people need to stop putting themselves in certain positions.
You right.
Okay.
I feel like if you're and I'm not trying to dog anybody or be disrespectful, but I feel like at some point you have to realize that you're
347 years old.
Yeah, but you have to realize that but people look up to you. You're a role model,
Right.
And there's times where you have to put stuff to the side and be a professional. And I understand that he's a single man, but at some point there should be a cutoff when it comes to. This is just my opinion. There should be a cutoff when it comes to dating the age, and you 54 dating a 19-year-old or whatever you're doing.
From
That's
OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's. I'm not.
But take that off of that, because that's just her profession. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it don't matter what she does. She was 19 years old.
Yeah, and even though,
People will take that OnlyFans. I'm sorry, people will take that OnlyFans and run with it. Like, when she asked for it.
Well, no,
Because
I'm
she's
not. But
promiscuous.
that's not what I'm actually saying. What I'm saying is her career is
built off of that.
built off of or BDSM. Her career is built off of that. So what I'm saying is, I'm blaming him. You're an old 373-year-old man Yeah. And you got to understand that this is a 12-year-old child that their value system is different than yours. Because at first he tried to actually give her $10 million to say, hey, this is we gonna got that I gonna do and we gonna die and none gonna go. Yeah. So he tried to give her $10 million, but she's like, no, I can make more money off that. So she got Busby the lawyer, to actually get some more money.
But see, the crazy thing is, so now, you know, it's like when stuff like this happens, you have so many examples of how it happened to other people, and people still would not learn. Right. And now, so I guess there was another situation when another lady is coming forward, and it was actually some allegations that they swept up under the rug that nobody knew about. Okay. So now they're coming to light.
It was like office play.
Yeah. So these celebrities have to realize that you are a celebrity, and I know people say people should live their life how they want to live, but when you're a celebrity, you have to tread lightly with everything that you do, and you have to be smarter, especially when
you're black.
But especially when you're 50.
Especially when you're black, because they're not going, because you can't, because I feel like a lot of times we still be thinking that black people have it the same way white people have it. Yeah, we don't. Like, but they're still looking at you like I think that we get treated differently. I feel like a lot of these black celebrities kind of act like white people.
But at the same time, especially when you're somebody our age, when you grew up in an age where there wasn't social media and all this other stuff, it's just like you should know how to carry yourself a certain type of way than how these younger people are doing that grew up with social media, that grew up with everything being recorded and everything. Right. So I feel like you should be able to maneuver and know better than what you are doing, because it's a whole mess. Because I read a story where Matt Barnes or something happened with Matt Barnes where they say Shaq was looking for information on Shannon Sharpe, and it's just I don't know what's going. So it's like there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know, and who got issues with who got beef with.
Ain't no telling this is not his first rodeo.
They always say it's not.
It doesn't sound like this is the first time he's ever been in this kind of experience. Yeah,
so you need to start taking notes from people that don't get caught up. Like, I'm gonna use Denzel Washington for example. Denzel Washington been in the game for.
Denzel used to be here, right?
For real? Yeah. You know, I don't want to hear it. Don't ruin Denzel.
How am I ruining it? He talked about it on TV. He went to,
I didn't know that.
He went to rehab when certain movies was coming out so he could get it. He talked about it in an interview. Denzel used to do heroin.
Yeah, but my thing is like, but like back to what you saying when you said that when you just said we can't do certain things because we're black and everything. Like we all know that, so why do it? It's like we already know that, so why put yourself in that position?
But I will say some people who are at that level, they make enough money, they think they can just throw that money out there and use it for their advantage to do whatever they want.
Well, this is how he felt. I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe because
and OJ still ended up going to jail.
That's a song.
Died.
That's a Jay-Z song. Jay-Z said, "I'm not black." The story of OJ. I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay.
Maybe because I've never acquired that much money or whatever. But I don't care if I have 50 because he just was about to sign a $50 million contract or something like that. I don't care if I got $10 million. $10 million is $10 million. I'm not giving that money away for nothing stupid. So it's just like
if you ever acquire that
type of money, change to him if he's able to offer it for that.
If you ever acquire that amount of money, what's up, friend?
No, you know what? Like if I ever become famous like that, I'm having cameras around me. I'm having people around me.
I just want to be rich. I want to be famous.
Yeah, I'm recording
people
everything.
People call me crazy, but I've always said I don't want to be famous to where people know me.
Yeah.
I want to be known on paper. So like I'd rather ghostwrite than be the front runner for anything.
Me too.
Pay me my little money that I need to get off royalties so I can not stay where I'm at, but get in a better position for my kids, put my kids in good schools, college funds, 3 kids, that's all I need.
I'll be one of them people ghostwriting.
And I'll be okay.
Be ghostwriting on shows and stuff and be like, I don't want to be famous, and next thing you see me on a podcast talking about how they did.
Yeah, and they'll be like, wait, you wrote that? Wow.
And I'll be like, and look.
That to me, that's a turn on to me. Like, it's like, you don't need to see my face because a lot of these people that are front runners are puppets for somebody behind the scenes. They're the ones doing everything.
And then there's always somebody out to get you. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, the last thing I have to say is like people have to move smarter. We have to do better.
Yeah.
And we'll keep an eye on this situation
keep
as it develops.
We gonna keep it down 50 ways. We gonna come back.
Oh my gosh.
And see, I think that's another thing too, because people was actually questioning his sexuality too.
Yeah, they were talking about his
I don't want you to know Shannon Sharpe to know.
They were talking about his stylist. But we're not going to cut them because Shannon Sharpe need to know that that's the author and he needs to
moral of the story is money don't buy everything for you and it's not going to get you out of trouble either.
And we will thank you for coming on the phone today because you did a good job.
Thank you so much.
Any shout out you would like to give?
Shout out to
you know what? I just want to shout out my people, BWMP, my friend Sophie, absolutely. She puts me in a lot of really great positions to win, so thank you so much. My kids, hello babies, if you're watching this, don't mind these adults talking all this caca, it's not cool. But, no, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for coming on the phone.
Thank you for having me.
Let me stop talking like that. We really want to thank you for coming on the show today. Thank y'all. Another episode of Thought Opps. This is 91 episode, 91st episode.
Yeah, we on the road to 100.
It's crazy.
91.
Because you said 91.
Because I'm talking like Shannon Sharpe.
He's trying to be, wow.
Yeah, shout out to everything we're doing. Shout out to Change Clothes Comedy Show Part 2 coming up May 9th. Mm-hmm. So we'll be doing that. Yeah. Shout out Life on Diagonal. Go ahead, check that out. Mm-hmm. Shout out Healing Hyenas. Go ahead, check that out.
And just keep an eye out for Anonymous, man.
Yeah,
I'm really trying to do something
really
different.
Be listening to that, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
And I don't wanna love.
That's not even my song.
Okay,
but we'll go.
But yeah, I love that song. Peace.